Have you noticed that people are always telling you what you can't do? I mean, you're sitting there picking up that big rig tire. You're exercising, you're trying to lose weight. You're trying to gain muscle. You're trying to get that big promotion at work. You're trying to get that brand new car that may be pretty expensive. You might try to get into a special college. You might be trying to do things that people look at you and think in their mind you can't do. Most of the time when people tell you things like that, of what you can't do, and I don't see you doing that, it's because they're judging you. They're stereotyping you. They're looking at you, and in their mind, they don't think you can do it. They think there's something wrong with you. They think that there's no way, no how you can achieve that goal. But the only person, as you look at yourself, can achieve that goal is you. And you can do it. So don't listen to outside chatter, who's always going to tell you you can't do it. Because this person right here, believe it or not, a year ago was 280 pounds of all fat. Now, what if this guy right here said to himself that he couldn't do it? Because they told him he couldn't make his high school basketball team. They told him he would never be nothing in life. And I tell you what, because of that spirit in his heart, he ended up being more than that. Michael Jordan ended up being one of the greatest basketball players who ever played. Because he didn't let people keep him down. Because believe me, they told him the same thing.
Don't ever let somebody tell you you can't do something. Not even me.
You can't save him, Jack. You just can't.
Don't tell me what I can't do.
People are always going to tell you things like you're never going to make it. You can't do it. Look at you, you're a weakling. And have you ever wondered why some people just do crazy things like climb rocks or bungee jump? It's because they were told they couldn't do it. That's why you see things like this.
So why are you doing this?
Because you can't win, Rock. This guy will kill you to death inside of 3 rounds.
You're crazy.
What else is new?
He's just another fighter.
No, he ain't just
Can't
another
go with what you are. Have you read the papers? Do you know what everybody says? It's suicide. You've seen him. You know how strong he is. You can't win.
If Rocky Balboa listened to that kind of nonsense, he would never be champion of the world. But one thing he had the eye of the tiger. That eye of the tiger kept him going, kept him winning, even though odds were against him. You know, as I sit here and walk through Central Park, I look at all the buggies here that take you around, and I just think to myself that most of these people here, when you look at them, they've been put down. They've been told that they can't do something, so they settle. They settle for mediocrity. But if you believe in yourself, you could never go wrong. You can never be mediocre. You're always going to be on top. That's something that you have to keep in your mind. As you see this guy here, there's a person that sent him an email, a special email, saying, I lost 200 pounds. And it got to this guy. This guy's reading him a letter of how he was 350 pounds. Almost 400, matter of fact. And he lost close to 200 pounds. And he's living his life. So the guy on the right is very emotional because he's been told that he can't do it. He's too fat. He's too lazy. He don't have the energy. But this guy here on the left, let him know that you can do it. You can be somebody. You don't have to be a butt of people's jokes. Get laughed at every day. So this guy's very emotional because in his heart, he just believed now that he can do it. That he can lose that weight. You know, as I get off the subway here, and now I'm walking through Brooklyn, you know, I was just starting to think about my life. You know, my life is kind of similar. I was told that I could never start a YouTube channel. When I brought the idea up to some friends or coworkers, they told me, your videos suck. You suck, matter of fact. Why would you send me something like this? You're garbage. You know, you should not even exist. You know, when somebody tell you harsh stuff like that, it hurts. But I tell you what, because I got the eye of the tiger, it spurs something in me to say, you know what, I'm not going to let this person put me down because it's something that she may feel bad about her life or his life. So she want to put me down. But I tell you what, when you have a strong faith in God, sometimes you ask God to show you how to be better. And he will. So that's what keeps me going. As I look around, I look at all these buildings and I look at all these people in Brooklyn. They all been through something. You can just tell when somebody's really, really been through something. So what you do is you try to look at your own life and decide, what do you really want to do? Just like this guy here. He decided that he wanted to wake up and lose that weight. So he went out and paid for a personal trainer. So he's out there exercising, even if it's a little bit by little bit. You start out marching. You start out moving your hands. And you work up a sweat. That's all you have to do is work up that sweat. Get that eye of the tiger. Get that fierceness in you. And sure enough, within about 6 months, you look up and you done burnt about 70, 80 pounds. But a lot of people don't have that kind of drive because people put them down so much, tell them what they can't do. Can't should not even be in a dictionary, but it is, and people use it against you. So what you want to do is you want to turn that word can't into a word do. And let people know what you can do. So as I talk about this guy right here.
Thank you for your application.
And now I talk about this guy right here. Oh! He just been rejected by college. His favorite college.
While your academic and social achievements are within range similar to other admitted students, we are unable to meet your full financial need.
You know, people apply for college every day. And majority of people, believe it or not, are rejected. And it hurts a lot of young people where sometimes they give up. But what you have to do is just keep applying to other colleges. You may have not gotten to your favorite college like Harvard or Yale. Because believe it or not, I applied for Harvard. Didn't make it in, but I thought I was good enough. But it didn't stop me. After that, I went right into the military. But I continued my life. That's what you have to do. You can't get too down where you give up on life and you end up homeless. Just like right now. A lot of people are telling me right now I can't get my dream car. My dream car is a Shelby GT500. And it's pretty expensive, but I believe in my heart I'm going to have it one day. And I'm going to be driving down a racetrack while people monitor me. But that's my dream, and it's going to happen. But a lot of people have told me, co-workers, friends, that it's never going to happen. I can't get it. You cannot get that. But you know what? If I listen to people like that, if I listen to negative people who always try to correct you and tell you what you can't do, I would never be nothing in life. That's why I don't have that mentality. But the people who tell you all them things, if you notice, they're not doing anything with their life. So that's what you got to keep in your mind. Look at the people that put you down. Usually they're not on top. Usually they're struggling in some aspect. So what you do is you believe in yourself because you can do it. This is 8Dog8. Watch my next video. It's pretty interesting. And please subscribe. Bye-bye.